Hello. We have cold beer conversations, and they're practicing drinking their cold beer. Number 14. It's kind of like a repeat cold beer conversations because we did our first one ever with Evan and Adam here. So, but that time we drove down to McClure, Illinois to come see you.
We've kind of done it backwards this time.
Yeah, so we swapped it. So
Beer still tastes the same, though.
Actually, that is the same beer. This is our new one.
Is the same 6-pack you had the first time?
No, it's not.
Oh,
we've done 14, so I've gone through that whole thing, and probably a few more since then.
I see.
So, you guys got invited to Tumbleweed this year.
We did.
Are you pretty stoked about that?
That's exciting. We're excited to see what it's all about because we didn't make it up last year. Lots of our friends, including you guys, were there and talked about how good it was, and we're excited to see a lot of the people that are on the bill this year.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good experience for us.
It's the music side of it's great, but the camaraderie side of it and getting to meet everybody and face to face, because in social media nowadays you seem like you feel like you know everybody because you meet so many people, in these different groups and that everybody has, and you kind of get to put a face to the name and personality to the name in person. So what have you been doing for the past year? Writing, playing?
A little bit of everything, to be honest. We've been here and there, traveling around a little bit, trying to spread the music. I think we've got enough material for another album ready to go in the bag. It's just deciding when and where and how we're going to do it, and what songs make the cut and what don't make the cut. I think.
So
which is an okay problem to have.
Have you named your album yet?
No.
No. Okay.
Naming is the last thing on our priority list. Generally, we don't even name our songs, which is probably
Just
not.
call it that one song?
Yeah, that one song. Let's play that one that does that one thing,
Got it. So in regards to new music that you've written, do you have any good background of the songs you want to talk about? Or are you keeping it all a secret for the album?
I don't know. I don't know if we even know.
I would say if there's a big difference between this one and the last one, the last one was very it was very much rooted in like firsthand experience, or it was
and you're referencing the Drive or Drown album?
Yeah, it was really rooted in a sense of familiarity. It was the growing up in a small town, being in the fishbowl and kind of stuff like that. And I would say while there's some of that in the new batch of songs, I think maybe there's not as much. We allowed ourselves to branch out a little bit further just as far as subject matter goes, and maybe taking a few more musical chances, which I think is kind of the natural evolution of things. Once you do something, you want to go on and do something different.
Try something new.
Yeah.
Right.
So in reference to the songs that are going to be on the album now, are those songs that you wrote, or was it the band collectively wrote together?
As usual, Adam and I usually split writing duty about 50-50. We'll have a song and try it out for a while and play it, and it may fall to the wayside and something else new comes in. I think we've separately wrote more this time than the first album was kind of a co-writing thing. And
yeah, I think each of us had maybe a little bit more to say on our own than I think the last album, Evan and I were kind of getting familiar with each other in the process of writing that album. But I think also we were leaning on each other a lot more for, Evan has some things that he's good at, I got some things that I'm good at. And I think probably this batch of songs, more of them being written individually, are probably a little more reflective of each of our own voices.
Now, you say you haven't quite narrowed it down to what songs you want on the album, but is it going to be a full-length or EP album?
Anymore, who's to say what's the best way to approach that situation? Whether you put your best five down and pound people over the head with them, or you try to make a full-length album and hope people make it to the end when they put it in their CD player. It's with the market the way it is anymore, it's hard to say which is the best way to approach that. I would like to hope that this is a little more themed of an album. I know the last one we said was kind of personal small town experience, but I think this one, there's enough songs there that kind of have a storyline that we can put together that it kind of follows that path of a slight theme.
Okay.
Slightly skewed. I don't know.
Now, is there any songs you for sure are going to be on there? Like any that you've written that you were like, this is it, this has got to be on there.
I wish I could say I felt that way about my songs. Like, oh, that's the one. It's got to be.
Well, do you
there.
have any that he's written?
Yeah,
he's
he's
That's
got
an easier
that's
question
an
to
easier
answer.
question because
Yeah,
it's hard to pick your own stuff.
Yeah, he's got a couple that I really like, and I talked a little bit about taking those musical chances. There was one that he wrote called "Weary Knees" that kind of it didn't really fit the mold of anything that we'd done quite yet. I really like that one. There's a new song we actually just did for the first time.
Is it that one song?
Last weekend? Well, no, we
just played it last
It
week.
is, yeah, it's that one song. It doesn't have
one thing?
it doesn't have
Oh,
any
yeah.
of it.
Well, he's got some of those one songs that I think should make the album, too, but I don't know what the name of them are.
Yeah, I don't either. But, yeah, there was one that I got to pick up an electric 12-string on that I ended up really enjoying, so I kind of hope that one makes it because I just need an excuse to lug another guitar to the gig. But there's some good stuff on there.
I think what tends to happen with us is we get into this point where, we think your simple 1-4-5 song can't suffice the needs of people that want to listen to stuff, and then so you build these complicated, not to say masterpieces, but you build these complicated songs, and then you just come around to a 3-chord song sometimes that just fits in the pocket. And you don't have to do anything else, and I think we're kind of back and forth battling with that at the moment. We've got some very simple songs that are good and some ones that aren't so simple in the scheme of things that could be good if we find the right avenue for it.
Now, you said you've been kind of out spreading the love, spreading the music some. So have you been taking the whole band, or has it just been you two going out?
Mostly it's been the whole band. As everybody knows, that's a little larger overhead for you, but I think we're going to get out and do some more acoustic things, kind of like what we're going to do here tonight, and I'm looking forward to that and kind of cut down on the clutter of things and the noise and be able to get into small rooms and do songs where people can really cut through the band and hear the time that we've taken to lyrically put into these songs.
And we've had a chance to do a couple of these listening room type shows like what we're going to do tonight. And, at least as a performer, I feel like the songs stand out a little bit more in that environment. We spend a lot of time focusing just lyrically on what we want to do. And regardless of your best intentions, some of that's going to get lost in the electricity of a whole band. And so both are good. This does, I think, give us a chance, this kind of thing, to sit down and really let the song speak for themselves.
Yeah, and kind of show off the lyrics of the song, too.
Let them stand on their own merits.
I like it. So other than Tumbleweed, you guys have anything else big coming up this year?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know on the books yet. There's some people out there I'd like to get back and work with in some different markets that I think could be beneficial for us once we're kind of solidified in that area. But nothing too major on the grand scheme. I'd like to get that album out before the year's over with.
Yeah.
Figure out how to pay for it.
Yeah. Buy some merchandise.
Yeah.
Please.
Support local bands, buy merch. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll say thank you to our sponsor, Baxter Brothers Brewing Company. So,
Cheers.
Thank you.
My name is Evan Webb. Is that my name tonight? Yeah. No aliases?
Nice to check.
I don't even have aliases. I don't want to say that. We're going to do a little original song called Weary Knees. Nothing between two bodies but the midnight and the moonlight air, and a feeling that's so silent, but you know it's there. You know it's there. Like the well-oiled engine of an old GMC, method never failed, never laid down on me. Learn to talk slow, move fast, and I found a way to steal a little girl's heart from her father's grass. So come on, baby, give them weary knees a rest and wrap your hand round the back of my neck. And it's okay if you ain't never been this far before. Anyway, just hang on, don't fall so fast. Make this moment last. If they ever write my story into one of them lovesick Hollywood dreams, they're looking for an actress. Yeah, baby, wasn't that your dream? Yeah, ain't that your dream? So come on, baby, give them weary knees a rest and wrap your hand round the back of my neck. And it's okay if you ain't never been this far before. Anyway, you just hang on, don't fall in love so fast. Make this moment last. I want the writers of the story to know you should never win the part. The girl that cast and tied me down on to steal my heart. So come on, baby, give them weary knees a rest and wrap your hand around the back of my neck. It's okay if you ain't never been this far before. Anyway, just hang on, don't fall for love so fast. Make this moment last. Make it last.